Hello, my darlings. So, I don't really have a plan about what I want to talk about today. I just wanted to come talk. Um, it is spring forward here, so we lost an hour last night, but thankfully it happened on a Sunday, so in our house, it didn't really affect anything except now it's later than it feels. And while it looks like I slept in, still got the same amount of sleep. So it is what it is. I really time changes are odd, and I understand that back in the day they had a purpose. But like a lot of things, I think that that purpose has been served, and maybe it is time to move on. It is confusing to our pets, it is confusing to our bodies. We are in too much of a digital age to continue messing with what time the sun rises. Like it's very, like we're just done with it, right? Like we're all done with it. Losing an hour in this day and age is brutal when we are all trying to schedule everything, into neat little buckets of time. And I feel like the fact that we're still doing time changes just proves that time is a construct. It's made up, and I'm tired of it. So there's that. Uh, I also wanted to talk to you guys about some planner stuff that I bought. um, Obviously, the official no buy has ended from last year, but I'm still not looking to like bring more things into my house. However, we did discuss the fact that I needed a home planner. I knew the my one planner challenge I figured out very quickly once I went back to work was not going to work. It's not going to work for me, and that's fine because I prefer that my work planner stay at work, and then I needed one for home. Well, Erin Condren, in all of their infinite wisdom, had put all of their Hello Kitty stuff 50% off. And I am who I am, right? And I'm going to do what I'm going to do. So, first up is my new home life planner from Erin Condren. And I was very, very excited because it is like officially the Hello Kitty planner. It has the Hello Kitty pages, which my other one does not. And that's great for work, but I'm super excited to have, you know, the Hello Kitty specific pages in my home planner. It makes me happy. So, totally fine with that decision. But all of their Hello Kitty stuff, all of it was 50% off. So while I was there, I did not force myself up to $100 to get free shipping. And I'm actually really proud of that. Because in the past, I just would have. I'd have been like, no, let's get that free shipping and just throw a bunch of shit in the cart. And I didn't. I got what I wanted, quote unquote, needed, and I moved along with my day. So I got two new Hello Kitty notebooks. I think they were like $6 or $7 a piece. And the covers or whatever, they're Hello Kitty. Super cute, right? But this one it's a checklist one, which I think will be nice. Is that coming in? For, grocery lists and to-do lists and things like that. I've never had a checklist notebook from Erin Condren, so super excited for that. And then this one is just a dot grid. Just a dot grid. And I don't have any dot grid pages. I have grid, and I have lined, and I have productivity, and now I have checklist and dot grid, and it's great. The thing the planner I guess I'm most excited about, but the thing I'm second most excited about is this cover. You guys, it's just showing up super weird. Oh, because it's reflecting, it's reflecting the phone. It's like a little camper scene. I have had in my cart on Amazon for a year a notebook with this cover. I'm just in love with it. And I got it for like $3. So very, very happy to have that cover. I don't know why it feels like a fall cover to me. Like there's not even campfires or anything. So I don't know why this one feels more fall, but it does to me for some reason. So I'm going to stick with the springy cover for now on my planner, but eventually we'll switch out to the Hello Kitty camper. So very happy with that decision. I'm happy to have a home planner. I've already started filling it out. And I'm already considering Franken planning because I cannot help myself, right? Like I cannot help myself. I want everything so customized to me. And I don't even know what I want exactly. I watched Heart Breathing's video on setting up her custom health planner, and it really triggered this desire in me. And Sarah's videos tend to do that. They I see her with all of her beautiful planners and her ideas for how she's going to use them, and I'm like, "Yes." And then I'm like, "I am not the one. I am not the person who's really going to do this." However, now that I am back to work, now that my finances have stabilized to a place where I feel like I can breathe normal again, I really, really want to focus on my health, on my physical and my mental health. You guys have watched me for a year, kind of just up and down with my moods and my thought spiraling and my just I don't know, my inability to make the right decisions for myself kind of thing. Like I want big audacious things and I still want those things. I'm very happy with my job and I don't foresee any reason why I would leave again. It's where I belong and I'm happy there. But I still want to write books. I still want to make videos for you guys. I still want things. And now that we are into March, now that I am settled back at my job, I need to get to the place where I was the last time I worked full time, where I could, move my body and keep my house clean and do all the things. And I know I can do it because I've done it before. And now, like, my kids are older and I'm not like adding like child care on top of it the way that I was then. So I'm really struggling with why am I unable to keep up? And I think that it's more I'm just not used to it yet. I was very blessed to be home for so long that I was into a routine. I was into a system. And that system got shaken up, right, in January. And I just need to find the new system. And I'm just not there yet. But I want to get there. I really, really want to start running again. Running brought me so much joy and I miss it. And I want to get back there, but it's like, well, when do I do it? Do I do it at 5 a.m? Do I do it after dinner? Like, trying to figure out a schedule of when I'm going to get things done has been a real struggle for me. So watching that video over at Heart Breathings, I'm like, oh, well, maybe if I have like a dedicated space in my planner, and then it just, then your brain just starts to spiral. Well, I could pull this apart and put it in here and I could set up these pages and I could do this custom and you just get into this, yeah. And when I sit down and I really, really think about it, the excitement doesn't come from the execution of the things I want to do. The excitement comes from planning the things I want to do because I enjoy planning. So I get all excited about the setup. I get all excited about the planning to do the things, but planning to do it doesn't get it done. So yeah, it would be super fun to just spend the day, right? Pulling this thing apart, adding pages, moving stuff around, doing all the cool things. Super fun. Very entertaining. Accomplishes nothing. Not really. It just allows me to plan for the things and it doesn't get those things done. So that is a mental thing that I need to deal with. I was on my phone last night in bed, and I was on the Planet Fitness website trying to see like, okay, well, what if I join the gym? Because that is honestly the best case scenario for me. We live in a very safe area, but there's like, I don't know, there's weird people here and all of our streetlights are broken in the neighborhood and they've all been knocked over and we don't know if someone knocked them over, if they were all just old and getting knocked over because they're rotting out. No one really knows, including like the people who own the park. Like we can't figure out why all of these lights broke at the same time. It feels like someone destroyed them, but there's no way to prove that. Even the people with like cameras on their houses, no one has seen anything. So we don't know, but it's very dark. And also the drainage with all the snow melting and we got wicked fucking rain. Sorry, we got wicked rain the last couple days. So everything's flooded. I literally cannot run outside. It is not safe. So the best case scenario is to go back to where I was when I was working full time, and that is to get up very, very early in the morning, go to the gym, get my miles in, shower at the gym, and go to work. Like that's what I think is going to be the best case scenario for a while. I don't know if there are plans to fix the lights or what, but it's just I can't run in the dark. I'm going to trip and fall and hurt myself. So I might I might just do that. They're running their for the I don't know for their fancy membership, their $25 a month membership. It's like $1 down, first month free, and then $25 a month. And I get to use like the hydro massage bed, which I love. For the standard $15 a month one, if you don't know, Planet Fitness is now $15 a month for their basic. It's $49 down plus a $49 annual fee and $15 a month. So I feel like I like the hydro bed. If I'm really going to go, $25 a month is perfectly doable, but I need to actually go. And I mean, I have water shoes and like I have a system because I used to shower at the gym last time I worked. So it's not my favorite, but I got a system down to where I'm not super uncomfortable and it's early enough that no one else is usually there. So I can do it because I've done it before. And I think that's the answer. But I only have a couple days to decide because the sale is going to end. And I think I just need to pull the trigger and get it done because I've got to move my body. I feel better when I am consistently moving my body. Moving my body helps my mental health as well. So I think I just talked myself into it. So thanks for sitting through that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and sign up and I'm going to start going because I have to. I have to. I just have to. So moving on to my mental health. That I think, I mean, it's just going to take time. And I know that therapy is so good for you, but when? Right? Like I don't even have my insurance cards yet, but when am I going to schedule a therapy appointment? I I know there are things that I need to work on, but I think I need to start with other parts of it. Like I don't know that jumping into therapy right now is going to do what I need to do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, but I got to do something because my confidence in myself, is not where I would like it to be. Last week at work was super, super stressful. We had a software update, and it wasn't just like a Windows update that runs in the background. It was our entire accounting software, and it wasn't just an update. I guess it was an upgrade, and so like it installed a whole new program, and we had to back up our old data and convert it into this new app. And I worked 12 hours one day and 10 hours the next day trying to get this accomplished, trying to get this done. I was an absolute spaz. I could not get it to work. I bet I talked to 8 different people through 60 different emails, through a support ticket with the system, with the server management. Everyone was super kind, very understanding that I was freaking out, that I was technically new and, couldn't be responsible for losing all of the history of the company because I pushed the wrong button, right? Like, I mean, it was so stressful. But yeah, everyone was super kind and I got it done and I proved, and my boss was like, I just want to compliment you on the handling of that upgrade. You did really, really well. And I'm like, that's because you weren't in the building and you didn't see what a friggin' spaz I was. I was freaking out for 2 days, but I got it done. And, rather than like take a minute to be proud of the fact that I got this really hard thing done, it was just kind of like, what's next? And, just keep plugging away, just keep proving myself. And I don't know why I have that mindset. They brought me back for a reason. They already trust me. They believe I know what I'm doing. So this type A incessant need to prove myself, like I would like to get to a point where I can just go in and I can do my job and I can do it to the best of my ability. And then I can come home and make dinner and not think about my job at home, like not worry that I messed something up, that I upset someone, that someone's mad at me. Like, I just want to get to that place. And, and it probably will at some point require therapy. But for right now, I want this stack of paper to fix me. Like, that's what I want to happen. I just want to have a place that helps me get done all the things I need to get done. And again, that is why I'm like, well, maybe if I pull it apart and I add in this stuff, maybe I should start journaling again. We all know journaling does not work for me and my personality and my brain. It doesn't work. It just becomes homework, and I resent it. And I don't want to do that. So we're not doing that. But we're going to do something. We're going to figure something out. Hawk finally seems to be adjusting to just being with Trent all day. Trent adjusted immediately. He's been just fantastic with the whole change. Hawk was, leery. He didn't like it at first, but he's settling into his routine, and so that's good. There is nothing more joyful than coming home from work and seeing that dog so excited to see me. Like, nothing. It makes my heart so happy to walk in the door and he just gets the zoomies because he's so happy I'm home. Like, I love it. My husband doesn't get the zoomies when I come home from work, so it's nice that someone loves me enough to run around the house crying when I get back from work. Wouldn't it be weird? That would be weird, actually, if my husband just started running around. She's home! I'm just saying, show a little excitement to see me. We haven't seen each other all day. Um, so, yeah, I mean, okay, so I said I didn't have a plan for what I wanted to talk about, but I kind of knew that I did want to talk about this next piece because I don't know how long ago it was. I made a comment last year in a video. I think it was during my 45-day hard reset that I did, that I would never do 75 hard because I don't think that it is a healthy challenge for most people. And that is still true. But in my desire to move my body, get on a routine, fix my mental health, I started thinking, what about 75 soft? What if I just set up a challenge for myself? Because, my dopamine gremlin loves a challenge. So what if I just pick a few things that I want to improve and I make it a challenge and I put the 75 stickies up and I get to move one off every day and I have, a plan of these, 4 or 5 things that I do every single day that will get me to where I want to be. And it's very enticing because it's the stuff I want to do already. And God knows I love a check mark. I love moving a Post-it note. So maybe I do the softer version of 75 hard and I focus on moving my body every day. Not in a crazy way, not with, you can't ever have a rest day kind of thing, but moving my body every day. Some days it'll be a walk, some days it'll be a run, some days it might be weights. I don't know, but I think that it is important for me because I am physically able to do so. It is important for me to start intentionally moving. So I could do that and I could focus on water intake over Diet Coke intake because holy hell. Like, I went back to work and like my Diet Coke addiction was like, hey, you're back. And I'm like, what? Like, where did this come from? I didn't drink soda like at all when I was home. Maybe one a month. And now it's like Diet Coke every day and it's crazy. And I don't want to get back to that. So, maybe putting an emphasis on water, and certainly not a gallon a day. Can I tell you that even if you are the sort of person that 75 hard will work for, if you are female presenting, if you don't have the body structure of a large gym bro, a gallon of water a day, not necessarily safe for you. besides the fact that you're going to be in the bathroom all the time, you can overhydrate. You can destroy things inside of yourself by drinking too much water. 1 gallon of water is too much for certain people. So you need to be logical. You need to be realistic. But yes, for like a focus back on actual water, not magic bean juice, not Diet Coke, water. Also would be good for me. The reading, it's so funny to me because a lot of people, because I watch a lot of 75 hard, 75 medium, 75 soft. I love these kind of videos. I love a transformation. Who doesn't? But a lot of people say that their biggest struggle with this is reading 10 pages a day. And that blows my mind because I think the hardest part for me would be only reading 10 pages a day. I don't know that there is a day that I don't read. But I mean, that's, we all have our own personalities. We all have our own things. I have a video coming out tomorrow. Well, whenever you're watching this, I have a video coming out on Monday, the 9th, about guilty pleasures, where I talk about the fact that there is a literacy crisis in this country, in the United States. It might be worldwide. I don't know. I'm very American and I don't pay a lot of attention to what goes on outside of my own little bubble, and I apologize. But I talk about in the video people who are proud of the fact that they haven't read a book since high school. Like I don't understand this, but you do you. But I think the 75 hard challenge, you have to read 10 pages of a personal development nonfiction book. Because it's about, the point of the 75 hard is not actually a physical challenge, it's a mental challenge. And it's about improving yourself. And I understand where the guy's coming from when he set it up. And I love a personal development book. Good Lord, do I love one. But I think for my version of 75 Soft, I would just read a nonfiction book. I have so many books just stacked up waiting to be read. And I want to start with the Tim Curry autobiography, Vagabond, which I bought for myself. And I'm very excited to read, and I just haven't sat down to read it. So 10 pages of a nonfiction book, because I will sit and read fiction for hours, obviously. As an author, I think it is important to read. So, I could dive into some of these nonfiction books I've been collecting instead of reading. What else? So it's in 75 Hard, you pick a diet. Doesn't have to be a specific diet. You just pick one and you stick with it with no cheat days and no alcohol. I don't drink. 75 Soft, I think you can drink the occasional social drink. And that's probably what I would say. I mean, I don't know. I don't really drink. But St. Patrick's Day's coming. I'd like to have a Guinness. My birthday's coming. I'd like to have a Guinness. So that's what, 2 drinks in 75 days? I could, whatever. 75 Hard, you work out twice a day. 2 45-minute workouts, at least however many hours apart, and one of them has to be outside. Again, not safe to work out every single day for an hour and a half. Every single day, no rest days. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. And I assume that there are days where you take 2 45-minute walks, and it's not that aggressive, but still, it's just, you got to have rest days. But I think mine would be just moving my body every day. I would love to get to 45 minutes, but let's be real. We're moving from a pretty sedentary place for me. I think 30 minutes to start, work my way up. I think I'm talking myself into this in real time. I think this is a good idea for me. I think making it into a challenge where I have set things I need to do every day. And if I don't, I have to start over, because that's like the biggest part. 75 Hard, if you miss a day, if you miss a single item, you have to start the challenge from the beginning. And that is supposed to keep you motivated. The other thing for 75 Hard is to take a progress photo every single day. Again, I don't think it's healthy to critically look at yourself in a photo every single day, trying to look for changes to your body. But whatever. It works for people because there's videos all over the internet about completing 75 Hard. So people do it. Good for them, not for me. And And for me, the changes that I want to see in my body are not even necessarily visual changes. I would imagine if I start moving my body every day, I'm going to lose some weight. I imagine that would just be a byproduct of it. I'm not unhappy with the composition of my body so much as I am unhappy with how I feel in my body. Like I feel not strong anymore. I got to a place where I was so strong, and I've lost some of that strength, and I don't want to be like that. I don't want my body to feel heavy. I don't want to get sore in my shoulders because Hawk is constantly jumping on my forearm and I go like this, and then the shoulder gets sore, which, could be perimenopause, but I think it's more just like I've lost strength and I want to get it back. I'm going to be 46 years old. I'm moving into the second half of my life. I'm in the second half of my life. Um, and I want balance, and I want to be able to sit down and get up off a toilet when I'm 80 without assistance. As I'm moving towards adulthood, I know I've been an adult for a long time, but I have never felt like one. But as I move to getting older, it becomes more about strength and stability and balance than it does about how I look in a pair of jeans. And that is my focus. I want to be strong for the second half of my life. So I think I just talked myself into it. So I guess let me know if you want me to document my 75 soft in like a vloggy vlog. I would assume you do because you like hanging out with me. I don't even know. God, are we like 30, 40 minutes into this? I don't know. I had to stop it and restart it. So I don't even know how long I have been yapping at you, but man, am I glad to hang out with you again. So yeah, I think I'm going to do the 75 soft. Let me know if you want to see something about it. I'll probably try to document some stuff. I'm still not comfortable filming in public. So I don't know how much gym footage I will get. I know that if I start going at 5 a.m, there probably won't be that many people there. So maybe here and there I'll get some shots, but I don't like to film at the gym. I feel weird doing that. But yeah, at the very least, I'll update you on Rebel Rambles of how it's going. But I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to set up my rules, and yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So we're going to do 75 soft. I did have a request, I think on my planner video. And I've had a couple other requests too for people who want me to talk about personal curriculum. So that's in the works. I'm going to do a video on my take on setting up a personal curriculum. I have ADHD. I call that hyperfixation. But we'll work it out. We'll talk it out together and come up with something for you guys on personal curriculum, because it's been brought up several times that people want my take on it. And God knows I love to talk. So we'll do that. Tomorrow, Monday, the 9th of March, there is a video about stop calling things guilty pleasures. Just let people experience joy in their lives. So that's going to be a good one. And yeah, everything else is going really well. The dog is happy. The job's going good. I got my new planner. Oh my God, I love her so much. She doesn't have a name yet. But I'll figure that out while I'm working through my setup and stuff. I'll get her a name and I'll let you know. So yeah, things are going really good. And I'm going to try to consistently carve out some time to film and keep up with you guys. And then I got to figure out the Discord. Maybe I'll spend more time in the Discord if I'm walking on a treadmill. I can just catch up with everybody in there. But yeah, everything's going good. Got all my Hello Kitty stuff. And yeah, it's an hour later than it feels like. So I'm going to let you get back to your day, because I don't even know. I don't know if everyone around the world does time change, if that's just one of those weird American things. But it's very likely if you're watching this, you've lost an hour today. So I'm going to let you get back to your day, and I will see you in the next one. I love you so much.